take what I'm saying. Because we have been tired of people getting into government and telling us or doing the opposite of what they said, and we are keeping quiet. This time around, God will not allow them to do that. This time around, if they do so, God will punish them. The purpose of government everywhere in the world is to care for the poor. In Nigeria, it is to make the poor suffer. And that will stop. I've said to Nigerians, next year election, let nobody tell you to vote for him because it's by tribe. The people in the north or south don't buy bread cheaper. Everybody is suffering. I am not asking you to vote for me because I'm a Christian. There's no place Christians buy bread cheaper. And what they buy cheaper. And don't vote for me because it's my turn. It's turn of Nigerians to take back their country. I'm asking you to vote for me because I show you, and I'm showing you on this holy ground. I'll turn around Nigeria. I want to do the Nigeria where the son of nobody will become somebody. The daughter of nobody will become a daughter of somebody.
Intellectually, politically, and economically insignificant Africa. But is that really true? Now, here are the facts. Africa has a total area space larger than all of Europe, China, and the United States of America combined. Yes, it is 3 times the area of China, 3 times the area of Europe, 3 times the area of United States of America, meaning you can transplant China, Europe, and United States and several other countries on the Africa continent and they will fit neatly. Africa is 30.5 million square kilometers and a youthful population of 1.3 billion inhabitants. China is 9.6 million square kilometers and 1.4 billion inhabitants. India has a total space of 3.3 million square kilometers and 1.4 billion inhabitants. Now, yet, Africa is projected as overpopulated, and pressure mounts on Africans and their leaders to depopulate. Why? Why? Now, please note, Africa is home to 60% of the world's arable land, 90% of raw material reserve, 40% of gold reserve, 33% of diamond reserve, 95% of platinum reserve, and holds the largest bauxite reserves in the world. Of course, in addition to manganese, woods, uranium, crude oil, and others. Yet, the continent is touted as the poverty capital of the world and ripe for depopulation. The question is, why? Well, President Jacques Chirac of France provides an illuminating insight. He said, "We bled Africa for 4.5 centuries. We looted their raw materials, then we told lies that the Africans are good for nothing. In the name of religion, we destroyed their culture. And after being made rich at their expense, we now steal their brains through miseducation and propaganda to prevent them from enacting black retribution against us." Unquote. Well, put simply, for over 4 centuries, Africa is not in control of its resources. Look, a 2016 study of Africa by the NGO called War on Want reveals that 101 companies, mostly British, control $305 billion worth of platinum, $276 billion worth of oil, and $216 billion worth of coal at 2016 market prices. Yes, they own mines or mineral licenses in 37 African countries and control vast swath of Africa's land, 4 times the size of the United Kingdom. Now look, Africa subsidizes the rest of the world by $32 billion annually. A 2017 report by Global Justice Now and other groups estimates that $161.6 billion enter into Africa, while $202.9 billion leave Africa almost every year. For example, in 2017, Africa received a total of $19.7 billion in aid, but paid back $18 billion in debt repayments. Debt burden is killing Africa. African governments have borrowed between 25 and 75% of their GDP, but with little or nothing to show for it. Africans in the diasporas remit not less than $32 billion annually, but multinational companies siphon $32.4 billion in profits and illicit financial outflows. Look, an estimated $29 billion are stolen via illegal logging, fishing and poaching annually. How can any continent, country or people accumulate and sustain wealth, growth and prosperity with such statistics? That's a great question. Well, look, hopefully, now you know your Africa better. Edmund Mbiaka once wrote, "Peace of mind always comes with knowing who you truly are, where you currently stand, where you positively need to be, and strongly believing in its possibility." Africa needs to control its resources, no doubt. For productive, patriotic, and effective leadership, we need our best and ablest citizens with fortified character in local, state, and federal governments. This must be given utmost consideration in upcoming elections across Africa. Let me say it once more. Our problem is not the age of our leaders, but unfortified character. It is your responsibility to protect and defend your Africa. The starting point is to educate and transform the mindset of our leaders and people. Look, the least you can do is to assist with ensuring that this message reaches every African. Slavery destroyed us. Religion divided us. Ignorance controls us. And truth scares us. With these retrogressive forces, Africa will remain a dark continent. So we must renew our minds. Please share this video in support of my efforts at reconstructing Africa through mindset transformation. You see, together, we will reconstruct Africa and take charge of our destiny. For who controls Africa controls the world. I thank you.
The sons and daughters of all Egon land. We want to upgrade our schools. The one which is right there at Nassau Egon. We are looking for the funds to elevate and refurnish the school. We are asking all the sons and daughters of Egon's land to give us support. It's for our young ones' education. Their future is important. Our full support is needed to see that this come to existence. and bright future for our children. This is the Egon Tiger producer, Gab Lloyd Abbas, right here in Washington, D.C. Take a part, be a part of it. Put your name in the history list for our fundraising to see that Egon Community Secondary School come to exist.
The Egon Cultural and Development Association, EGDA, invites the public to its 500 million naira appeal fundraising for fencing, construction and renovation of classrooms and provision of science equipment in her historic Egon Community Secondary School, Nasarawa Egon, under the distinguished chairmanship of His Excellency Senator Abdullahi Adamu, CON, Turakin Kefi, All Progressives Congress APC National Chairman. Special guest of honor, His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State. Chief Launcher, His Excellency Dr. Manasi Jato, the Deputy Governor of Gombe State. Chair Lady, Professor Mary Ango. Royal Father of the Day, Justice Sidi Baghe Mohammed I, Emir of Lafia and Chairman Nasarawa State Council of Chiefs. Mother of the Day, Dr. Mrs. Rhoda Amos Idakula. Father of the Day, Pharmacist Dr. Joel E.B. Adagatsu. Keynote Speaker, Architect Professor Evelyn Alukanko. Date, Saturday, 3rd December 2022. Time, 10 a.m. Venue, Egon Community Secondary School, Nasarawa Egon, Nasarawa State. Let us support this community service for the benefit of present and future generation. Announcer DCG Sule Alu, retired, Chairman Central Planning Committee.
Egon Community Secondary School, Nasarawa Egon, established in September 1979 with the aim of complementing government's effort in the area of manpower development, moral value, discipline, sound teaching and learning in line with the national policy on education. Reiterating the importance of education to mankind, the guest speaker at the Egon Cultural Development Fundraising for the renovation of Egon Community Secondary School, Professor Evelyn Alukankum, notes the tremendous benefits of community schools in enhancing education as a sustainable agent of social and economic development.
Education empowers people in various geographical areas with motivation and knowledge to inspire positive change in the environment and improve the economical status of the community.
Governor Abdullahi Sule, represented by the Deputy Governor Dr. Emmanuel Akabi, says the present administration will continue to give priority to the education sector in the state.
He believes very strongly too that what we require in this state, amongst so many competing demands, is education. Once you get your citizenry properly educated, you will never miss it.
He applauds the Egon Nation for establishing a community school to address their educational needs, noting that government will continue to create an enabling environment for teaching and learning to thrive. Other speakers at the event applauded the efforts of the EGDA for putting much effort in renovating the school to an appropriate standard.
This community secondary school, I must say, is one of the most successful in this country. Most of the community schools that started with this are not there today.
The Egon Cultural Development Association President, Mandi Abluya, appreciates everyone for their contributions and promised that all funds realized will be utilized appropriately.
I want to use this media to appreciate Egon sons and daughters and all those who have contributed from inception and in the recent time toward the development of and development of this institution. As no society will achieve meaningful progress and development without quality and sound education.
Highlights of the occasion includes donation of 500 textbooks by Professor Mary Ango. From Nasarawa Egon, Charity Ashki, NTA News.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. The problem with this nation is mental slavery. Mental slavery. Slavery. What is going on? You have been enslaved by few people. Few. They control us with religion. They control us with ideas. They control us with money. They control us with everything. Why? Because we are in an open valley, but we have refused to escape. My papa is Yoruba, so I must support a Yoruba man. My uncle is Igbo, so I must support Igbo man. I am Hausa, so if Umoru is not in the name, I won't vote. Somebody called me yesterday. I was sharing with Mama. He called me and he said, Pastor Yinka, he said, I want to ask you a question. He said, I said, what? He said, why are you supporting Peter Obi? He's not from your place. I said, where is my place? He said he is not a perfect man. I said, I'm not voting for a pastor. Even pastors are not perfect. I said, and we have tried perfect people. They have failed us. So why am I supporting him now? Because he told me that my children will go to school. These people, they don't care whether we go to school. He is not a good man, but he has plans. So I told the guy, I said, the reason I'm not driven by people, I'm driven by ideology. 40-something years ago, I was a polling agent for Awolowo. I don't do politics before. I was a polling agent for Awolowo in the last election that Baba Awolowo did before. I was a polling agent. There were 3 of us. The MPN came to meet us around 3:30. They told us, they say, we are the UPN agents. We came and they say, oh yeah, you people go and eat. They gave us 2 naira. 2 naira in those days. We went to eat. Before we came back, they have won election. When we came, the thing that we saw voting, when we came from eating, they were counting. MPN. We say, they say, now when on I go eat. On I no go eat, come back, they don't take on our country. If your amen is coming alive, let it come with power. Let it come with power. Let it come with assurance. You say, Papa, what are you doing? Last election, I voted Buhari. Yes, I voted Buhari. I voted Buhari when people told me that Buhari came to fight corruption. I believe. So I voted Awolowo. I voted Buhari. Which one I never vote now? Obi. We have tried Yoruba, we have tried Hausa, and in my name there is no Obi inside. I'm Olayinka, that's Yoruba. I'm Abdul Rashid, that's Hausa. I'm Yusuf, that's Fulani. But who am I voting for? Obi? So I say, carry on the go. carry us they go for better Naija. Carry us go. Obi, carry us they go for. If you are hungry, you sing your own. Let me get microphone here. You say na church, no be my station be this. No be where person they walk they eat.
Randa wani ba naka ba duk yanda nakan yake randa ka rasa shi a waje. Kunga NDA nan a gonakin musulmai ne ko aka bude ta, kunga jaji nan a gonakin musulmai ne ko, kunga depot na Zaria a garuruwan musulmai ne, filayen noman su aka gina ko, to sai ka nemi dan wajen Zaria da zai shiga ka rasa, ya zamanto masa wahalan shiga. Wallahi nike gamu. Wallahi ka ga nan NDA sai an samu ɗanka ya gagara shiga ya kasa. Bari su samu ɗin su shirya ka gani, su turo commander and commandant shine anan shine anan shine anan shine a sama, chief justice shine nasu, controller na custom immigration NDLE komai shine nasu. To a ranar ne, sorry to say, a ranar ne za ka tuna Allah sarki Buhari. A ranar ne inda yake cewa din ni a fahimta ta yace akwai ran da za a tuna shi. Ba wai a tuna shi a wajen abinci yayi amfani. Ko a tuna shi cewa a'a an samu tsaro a waɗannan 'yan wuraren da hankalin mutum baya kai wajen su shine za ka tuna. In ɗan kudu mai malafa ne ya samu akwai ran da sai ka yi shiga irin nasu ka ɗora malafa ka yadda wannan hulan don neman shiga. Wallahi. Ta ya za a yi kuka fi yawa ku kaskanta?
If we remembered every day that we could lose someone at any moment, then we would learn to love them more fiercely and freely. Not because there's nothing to lose, but because everything can always be lost. So for every moment that you get to talk to someone, be kind, be nice. Have you checked on your loved ones today, your colleagues, your friends? In a world where the only time we get to know about people is on their demise, learn to show and care for people when they are alive, when they need you the most. Not when they are gone. You throw burial party as though it's a mayor's burial. A lot of people who are on the grave died out of hunger, or their burial is another level. You're throwing party, say you're doing burial for someone who died out of hunger, and I'm very sure that most of you abandoned them when they needed you. Learn to be nice to someone.
Watching the World Cup.
Yes, of course I'm watching the World Cup.
Is it true?
Yes.
That in at least every team playing the World Cup,
yes,
there's an African player?
Yes, of course. Most of the teams playing in the World Cup right now has at least an African player.
Very true.
Yes.
Qatar.
In Qatar, we have Karim Bodiaf from Morocco.
Next.
Boalem Konki, Algeria. Pedro Miguel Cavano, Cape Verde.
England.
In England, we have Bukayo Saka.
Correct.
Nigeria. That is England.
Wales.
Wales has Ben Kabango from Angola.
Correct.
Ethan Ampadu from Ghana. Soba Thomas from Sierra Leone.
Correct.
That is Wales.
United States.
United States has Yunus Musa from Ghana.
Correct.
Haji Wright from Liberia.
Next.
Timothy Weah from Liberia. That is United States.
Australia.
Australia has Keanu Bokus.
Correct.
From South Africa.
True.
Garang Kwol, South Sudan. Awer Mabil, South Sudan. That is Australia.
Denmark.
Denmark has Alexander Barr from Gambia.
True.
Yusuf Poulsen from Tanzania. That is Denmark.
Germany.
In Germany we have Thilo Kehrer from Burundi.
Yes.
Ahmed Bella Kocha from Cameroon.
Correct.
Sofa Mukoko from Cameroon.
True.
Saad Gnabry from Ivory Coast.
Yes.
Jamal Musiala from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Leroy Sané from Senegal.
True.
And Antonio Rudiger from Sierra Leone. That is Germany.
Spain.
In Spain we have Nico Williams from Ghana. Party from Guinea-Bissau.
Correct.
And Alejandro Balde from Guinea. That is Spain.
Belgium.
In Belgium, we have Jeremy Doku from Ghana.
Yes.
Lois Openda from DR Congo.
True.
Romelu Lukaku from DR Congo.
Correct.
Yoweri Tielemans from DR Congo. Niki Bushwai from DR Congo. And Amadou Onana from Senegal. That is Belgium.
Canada.
In Canada, we have Ismail Kone from Ivory Coast.
True.
Richie Layers from Ghana.
Yes.
Alfonso Davies from Liberia.
Thank you.
Ikbe Ugbo from Nigeria.
Correct.
Samuel Akogugbe from Nigeria. That is Canada.
Switzerland.
In Switzerland, we have Bril Embolo. Embolo from Cameroon.
Thank you.
Edmilson Fernandez from Cape Verde. Manuel Akanji from Nigeria. Noah Okafor from Nigeria. Jibril Sow from Senegal.
Thank you.
And Dennis Zakaria from South Sudan.
Correct.
That is Switzerland.
Portugal.
In Portugal, we have Nuno Mendes from Angola.
Thank you.
William Cavano from Angola.
True.
Joao Mario from Angola.
True.
Rafael Leao from Angola.
Yes.
And Danilo Pereira from Guinea-Bissau.
Thank you.
That is Portugal.
France.
With France, this is special. We have Karim Benzema from Algeria. Kylian Mbappe from Cameroon.
Yes.
Eduardo Camavinga from Angola.
Thank you.
Jules Kounde from Benin. Oleren Chouameni, Cameroon.
True.
William Saliba, Cameroon.
Yes.
Dayot Opemekano, Guinea-Bissau.
Correct.
Ibrahim Konate, Mali.
Yes.
Yusuf Fofana, Mali.
Yes.
Mateo Guendouzi, Morocco.
Correct.
Steve Mandanda, DR Congo.
Thank you.
Randal Kolo Muai, DR Congo.
Correct.
Axel Disasi, DR Congo.
Correct.
Ousmane Dembele, Senegal. That is France.
So what is your take?
So my take is this.
Yes.
France having 15 African players in the national team, it means what?
Africa has won the World
We
Cup.
have already won the World Cup.
Thank you.
And the legit teams is only from South America and Africa.
Exactly.
Leave us alone and we have taken this thing.
Thank you.
I still go for my hand for Joss again. Every time I say you go to disgrace person. Which one be PDAPC again? Baba no verse. Now that drink for some. Then must you drink before you go for speech. Please drink. Okay, no be drink now. What you do? I pray that you no go hold me next time. Baba beg no verse for me. Nonsense. They never leave you. They have left you behind. You know? Chai. Otilo is gone. People don't go. Hello?
God have mercy upon us.
Don't is the fat in body they shine, the fat in body they shine.
Okay.
No, Susa. Please come. Sergeant, sir. Bring the evidence. No, Susa. We need you to run an autopsy on her. We suspect that she died of food poisoning after eating this. Staff Sergeant.
Sir.
I thought there was stockings.
That's how I found it on the crime scene, sir. Maybe the talkie has gone to Istanbul, sir.
What do you mean?
Nothing, sir.
Yes, this is the evidence.
Is this the food that is in the pile of...
This is what she ate before she died. That's eating the evidence.
Obi, you are annoying millions of Nigerians with this your gentility. How you go enter canoe with ordinary clothes? What of if the canoe can't sink, enter water?
God forbid.
I know say God forbid though, but as you dey now, no be you get yourself. Now we Nigeria, now we get you now. If you do anyhow, you go collect woto. You better apologize.
I sincerely apologize.
Apology will be either accepted or denied at the end of this interview. So tell us, Why do you want Nigerians to vote for you in 2023 election?
Competence, capacity,
Yes.
and commitment to start turning around Nigeria.
Wow. This is flagabasting. This is pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanicosis. So, Atiku, what type of person do you think Nigeria needs in 2023 presidential election?
Somebody who is from the north and who also understands the other parts of Nigeria.
You say waiting.
Somebody who is from the north and who also understands the other parts of Nigeria.
Obi, do you agree to what Atiku said?
Election next year will not be based on ethnicity.
But they not have the structure now.
It is structure of criminality. It's structure of corruption.
What do you mean? Violence master.
Are the poor people in North buying bread cheaper?
No.
Do they have free electricity?
I think to answer him now. He's asking you.
I said no.
Is everything are getting better?
I said no.
So all the answer now no. And you want us to vote somebody from the north in the forthcoming presidential election. Obi, I am shocked. Oh.
All these things you see is the elite manipulation to continue the criminality of our country called Nigeria.
So Jagaban, why do you want Nigerians to vote you in 2023? You say waiting?
Give me 3
reasons why you want Nigeria to vote you in 2023 presidential election. These are the 3 reasons, ba?
Yes.
So it is your turn to become president of Nigeria.
It's nobody's turn.
Why do you say that, Obi?
Election next year must be based one on character we can trust, verifiable where it's coming from. It must be based on competence, capacity, and commitment to start turning around Nigeria.
Oh boy, see agendas and Oyibo. So from these 3 now, who are you going to vote in 2023 presidential election? Drop your answer.
I converted the greatest liability threatening the environment and Lagos existence to asset of magnitude.
Make a jumble Anu